The Science of Mind, written by Ernest Holmes, read by Jean Perkle for July 14th. The Law of Attraction. Thought Atmosphere. Spiritual mind healing is a result of the constructive use of a mental law, which the world is gradually beginning to understand. Since we are thinking beings and cannot stop thinking, and since creative mind receives our thought and cannot stop creating, it must always be creating something for us. What it will make depends wholly upon what we are thinking, and what we shall attract will depend upon that which our thoughts dwell. Thought can attract to us that which we first mentally embody, that which has become a part of our mental makeup, a part of our inner understanding. Every person is surrounded by a thought atmosphere. This mental atmosphere is the direct result of his consciousness and unconscious thought, which, in its turn, becomes the direct reason for and cause of that which comes into his life. Through this power, we are either attracting or repelling. Like attracts like, and it is also true that we may become attracted to something which is greater than our previous experience by first embodying an atmosphere of our desire. Taking as the starting point the idea that which essence of man's life is God, it follows that he uses the same creative process. Everything originates in the one, comes from the same source, and returns to it again. As God's thought makes words, as God's thought makes worlds and peoples them with living things, so our thoughts make our world and peoples it with our experiences. By the activity of our thought, things become into our life, and we are limited only because we have not known the truth. We have thought outside things controlled us, when all the time we have had that within which could have changed everything and given us freedom from bondage. Everyone automatically attracts to himself just what he is, and we may set it down that wherever we are, however intolerable the situation may be, we are just where we belong. There's no power in the universe but ourselves that can free us. Someone may help us on the road to realization, but sustainability and permanence can come only through the consciousness of our own life and thought. Man must bring himself to the place in mind where there is no misfortune, no calamity, no accident, no trouble, no confusion, where there is nothing but plenty, peace, power, life, and truth. He should definitely daily, using his own name, declare the truth about himself, realizing that he is reflecting his statements into consciousness and that they will be operated upon by it. This is called, in mysticism, high invocation, invoking the divine mind and planting within it seeds of thought relative to oneself. And this is why some of the teachers of olden times used to instruct their pupils to cross their hands over their chests and say, "Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful me," definitely teaching them that as they mentally held themselves, so they would be held. Act as though I am, and I will be. One of the ancient sayings is that to the man who can perfectly practice in action, all things are possible. This sounds like a contradiction until one penetrates its inner meaning, for it is only when one completely practices in action that he arrives at the point of the true actor. For he then realizes that the act and the actor are one and the same, that case and effect are the same, which is simply a different way of saying, know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. To reduce the whole thing to its simplest form, whatever one reflects into mind tends to take form.